to another exciting episode of Short Film Saturday.
I'm so excited!
Yeah, we just watched a movie called Fleshflower.
Yay.
Directed by Sebastian Godin, who is a Canadian filmmaker. He made a little movie called Like Animator. This is that, and oh, I didn't notice. I got it signed. I guess I got it. Yeah, I think I got it from Dustin himself. Does not produce, but they put out a they put out that movie, and the short film was on that disc. So we watched Fleshflower, which I don't know what we watched. I mean, not to be mean, but like or anything, but like I think that was the point. Is you're not supposed to really completely understand it.
It's ambiguous.
Yeah. So basically it's this girl in the woods and she gets sick. She starts throwing up after journaling. She starts throwing up blood. And usually that means, you might want to go to the doctor or something. But no, she goes to bed. She wakes up and, or no, does she go to bed then? Or does she, I know she goes home and then she goes back out and kind of walks the earth and then goes to...
Walks the earth.
And then goes to this other...
Like Kung Fu.
Yeah.
She walks the earth.
Yeah.
Puking blood on people and dissolving them.
No, that's not till later. Well, actually, it almost is, because the next person she goes to is a, what is it, like a bookstore or something. And she's just looking at a book, and then she's just puking at the guy, and the guy's like... And there's no dialogue.
And he doesn't really react much.
He's just like, pretty much just like, get out of here, I guess, but we don't know, because... Nobody says anything. And then it just kind of skips to later. And I know she's going back into the woods. Because you were like thinking, come on, you need to go to the hospital. And then, nope, she goes back to the woods. So she goes back to the woods. And in the woods, she's
starting to change. She's getting paler. She's getting these lines on her face.
And then she, like, drops her medication all over the place. And... ends up falling down, and this flower grows where she's at. So
the Fleshflower.
I'm guessing it's the Fleshflower. I mean, I would hope that that's what it is, but nothing ever, like, we don't know anything. Then she rises from she has a weird ass dream, but you thought this whole thing was going to say it was all a dream, which would have pissed me off. I'm actually glad that it didn't do that. And then what is it? She has the Fleshflower. She comes back to life.
She starts being weird, after
she starts drinking the nasty ass water.
Yeah.
So gross. I was like, I really hope Seb did not make her do that. That's just
And then she dissolves the guy and gets the new shirt.
Yeah.
And she goes back to the house. I think it's her house with the green light.
Uh-huh.
And then she has a twig come out of her mouth and plants something in somebody's mouth when they're asleep.
Some random person, I'm guessing a roommate or somebody.
Now she's even more of like a plant zombie thing. And she's crawling around with no shoes.
And then, which once again I was like upset going, please don't make her climb up that place with no shoes. She could step on something. Mm-hmm. Even if you scouted it out and found out there was nothing, you can always step on something.
I hate when bad things happen to pretty girls. I'm sorry. Can't help it.
Then we come back, and she goes back in the woods, and then she dies again. Or whatever. And I think this time it's, like, for good, or whatever.
And then the
Fleshflower
grows
up again, and then that's it.
Yeah.
And I was like, it wasn't a bad movie. It was just very confusing. You said it might be, like, experimental.
Yeah. And like I said, I would like to have seen early on that established that maybe when she's on the tree, she's making her drawings, there happens to be that flower there, and maybe that's how she gets infected. That's at least a connection.
Right. And then the other thing we didn't like is since there was no dialogue, there was things that you could hear things.
There are weird
and
sounds
noises and sounds that just didn't make any sense to the rest of like there was water going like this, and I don't know, maybe that made sense to Seb when he was making it. Maybe it was something something to it.
If you're not going to have dialogue, it's very difficult to just do a silent film. So he's got to have something. Even if it's just birds in the background.
But
or
that
something.
makes more sense.
That makes more sense.
Water just moving when you're walking down a street doesn't make any sense to me.
Or there's weird clicks.
Yeah, weird clicks, you know. Because I even said, like, we started hearing that. I go, what is that noise, like, in the background?
I'm guessing that's what they had at the time, sound-wise, that they could use.
Maybe.
Or maybe they were, you know, again, it could be
maybe it had something to
experimental.
do with the Fleshflower. I don't know, because none of it's actually explained, which is the problem.
Yeah, it's fairly ambiguous. I'm pretty sure it's ambiguous on purpose.
Maybe. I mean, yeah, maybe it's supposed to make you go, what the hell was that? Or what's going on? You know, the whole time. And maybe start being like us and trying to guess and shit. But all in all, it was a pretty interesting short film. I would have liked, even if they made it like 13 minutes longer or something, or 7 minutes longer, something longer to explain things, you know, like what actually is the Fleshflower. But I think he likes to do shorter stuff.
And you like them longer.
I do. That's what she said.
That's what she said.
All right. Anywho,
it's, you know, I know you don't particularly care for things that are too ambiguous.
I don't need it to be like drilled down into my head, but I need to like sort of understand what is going on. Otherwise, I just sort of check out, you know, like Long Legs. I didn't understand what the fuck was that movie about. Like, I don't know. But I would have to watch it more times. So maybe I have to watch this more times to sort of get it. Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, it's like I said, it's not a movie that I dislike. I don't have bad feelings about it. It just makes me wish there was more.
Yeah, wish there was more. Just like I did. But anywho, hope you guys like this. Seb is awesome. We love watching all this stuff. So we want to see more stuff from him. You know, keep making shorts, keep making features, and just keep making movies. We're definitely, and we'll review them, you know, whenever.
And watch out for those Canadian Fleshflowers.
Yeah, watch out for them. All right, talk to you later. Bye.